You know what's funny about this season is that the narrative of the season did hold the biggest challenges of any season from before, but the actual filming of it felt very smooth and nice.
Yeah.
Like, it felt like we really are this well-oiled machine.
Hi, Reza.
Hi.
Hi, Noah. Nice to see you again.
Hello, nice to... I wish I could see you, but I'm hearing you.
Yeah.
Okay. That's okay. Don't worry. Thank you so much for your time. A pleasure to talk to you both. Very excited about season 5. So I'm going to start with you, Noah. So Andrew is kind of in denial. So what we're going to expect about, what can expect of him this time around?
Yeah, I mean, I think that, we like to think of growth as a nice, clean journey, but in fact, a lot of the times it's quite messy and chaotic. And I think that really is happening with Andrew this season. Once you really are tested and challenged in the way that the disciples are during Holy Week, I mean, what Jesus is saying is almost unimaginable. And so I think there is a sense that you're looking for the way that it could possibly be not true. You're looking for it, to say, oh, Jesus is speaking in parable or in metaphor, because facing that truth would be so painful that I think Andrew decides subconsciously that he can't. And we see a lot of the disciples sort of deal with the challenge of what Jesus is presenting to them this season.
Exactly. And for you, Renza, Philip
Yeah.
coming back, right, for season 5, and what you can expect of him?
What can I expect of Philip?
Yeah.
Well, he's his ex-rabbi was decapitated last season, so he's trying to hold it together, running into the city of promise and hoping for a new home with Jesus. And then he gets to have a beautiful, homely dinner that then breaks out the news that, his new rabbi is also going to be departing. So what does that feel like?
I know. So every season comes with challenges, right? So
It's more than all the others, yes.
Exactly. What was the biggest challenge?
You know what's funny about this season is that the narrative of the season did hold the biggest challenges of any season from before, but the actual filming of it felt very smooth and nice.
Yeah.
Like, it felt like we really are this well-oiled machine. We all come in trying to tell the story the best way we possibly can. I'd say the biggest challenge was probably the Last Supper itself. It was 6 days, all in the same space, all in the same chair, and you're really just trying to remain present to this sort of surreal experience and conversation in a way. That was challenging for me. What about you?
I would totally agree. I would say, first of all, shout out to producers and every crew member who made it so smooth and beautiful. And at the same time, I'd say very similarly. It felt so ordered. Like sometimes in the past, like season 4, there's a lot of walk and talks where we were like dying underneath the sun. In this season, it was very beautiful, but then the narrative itself meant it was more of an internal challenge because every day you have to prepare for, very dark things, and, it's not easy.
Season 5, we're going to be able to see again on theaters. How's it for you, to see those episodes in a big screen?
It feels like they belong there, honestly. And this season, more than any other season before, they even filmed with anamorphic lenses to make it look as cinematic as possible. And so to see it in the screen, the big screen, it feels like there are, it's kind of where it belongs in a way. And it feels like this crackle of energy when you're watching it with a little, community, people who have all been following along for years on their own. And now you get to go into a theater and experience it together. It really is special.
I'd agree. I think the cinematographers, the costume designers, the set designers, they create a world where even if you, put the voice down, the visuals of the whole thing, especially in the grand scale, can tell a very beautiful and interesting story.
It looks bigger, more like gigantic. Everything is more like into it. I love it. I
Bigger
love it.
tears as well.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. So there is like the season is going around since 2019. And what was like the most reward part for you both to be on this series as an actor or as a person?
Wow. I mean, there have been honestly so many, but the one that's sticking out in my mind right now is when I filmed the scene with John the Baptist at the bottom of Herod's dungeon. That to me was just a really special day. We filmed that all day, just that scene, and the three of us in there, Amy, David, and I, just really wanted to bring that story to light and do justice by it. The idea that he's behind a prison cell and he's saying these prison walls, these bars mean nothing. I am not of this world in that way. That I think was just such a emotional journey to go on. I just loved it. I loved being able to tell that part of the story and then literally leave from that to apologizing to Mary right afterwards. It was just, that was to me very, very special.
Yeah.
For you, Reza?
I mean, for me, I think the reward is actually more of a sort of journey thing. I think I always, when I prepare for any character, I always try and see how does this character is different, give me something that like can touch me at a soul level, you know. And Philip has been a very interesting person in that sense, and you know, being able to carry Philip for now the second season and hopefully 2 more, it gives us very long space to sit with what this character is trying to teach around, surrender and nurturing a group together and qualities that I might not have naturally. So that's what has been rewarding to me, is that I see so many parallels in my life where I'm struggling and I'm like, Philip, what would you do? Oh, okay, that makes sense. So there.
Yeah. I see like for you, for all of you, like actors, talent on the series, there is a Noah, there is a Reza before The Chosen, and there is a Noah and a Reza after The Chosen. So did you learn anything? Like, of course you learned a lot of things new, but anything that changed you personally doing the series?
I would say that the fact that we've been able to be with this group of people working on this story, and I mean group of people as in cast, crew, production, representatives, everything around the show has felt like a giant family. And that's so lovely, because then you realize that the creative process can operate at its height when everyone is feeling comfortable, when everyone is okay to be vulnerable in a safe sort of environment like the one on this show. It's a gift. And as artists, that's what we want to be throwing ourselves into. So for me, it's just been, I feel like it's like the baby bird emerging from the nest. I feel like that in my artistic soul, the fact that this has now been such a big part of my life. I'm just so grateful for it.
And for you, Reza, anything?
I agree.
To add?
I mean, Noah after The Chosen is so beautiful. So I love meeting him every day, and we're gonna venture off into the Book of Acts hopefully one day. So that's something that's exciting. I mean, in terms of being touched, I think I kind of explained it before, but I think when you're dealing with something that's a historical drama, that's also like, there's a text that is sacred per se. It's hard not to get touched, because we're grappling with some of the most complicated aspects of what it means to be human, it's impossible not to get moved and transformed through that without it's just that's it.
Fantastic. I just want to thank you so much for your time. Noah, Reza, a lot of success. And I hope everybody loves season 5, and we cannot wait for season 6, 7, and a lot of success.
And
Much
Noah
appreciated.
after the show.
Thank you so much. We really appreciate you.
Bye-bye.
You. Appreciate it.
Bye. Thank you, Carly.
See you. Great talking to you.
If you like to support or continue to support Jana on Camera, don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share the videos. Bye.